Building a digital business in the digital age is a given, but to tap the idea of a digital media conglomerate and execute it much before the digital boom began is a sure winner. On Rising Stars today, we feature Manish, founder of Smile One Group that amalgamates the best brains in the digital media space. Manish, thanks so much for taking the time out to talk to us. Well, you know, you're somebody who's been tracking this industry, who's been in the industry for a long time. Before we start talking about some of the recent developments at the group, take us as to what kind of trends have we've been witnessing over the last couple of quarters, because there's been so much buzz around the entire startup space when we talk about, startup space when we talk about in this country. And in that space as well, the media segment has been hotting up. So just your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I think this is beautiful. India is going through such a great opportunistic time. There would be at least about 50,000 to 100,000 startups that are growing, that are working in the country at this point of time. Absolute amount of India is the new Silicon Valley, and young people are now not looking at jobs, but they are looking at entrepreneurship. I mean, this creates a great opportunity for us to create jobs, and all this in technology sector. I think this is one of the brightest moments of the Indian technology industry. We've been actually seeing this industry since 2000, but after 15 years is something, a dream come true, that India is the new Silicon Valley of the world.
The hopes are riding on that, Manish. But let's talk about some of the developments as well that you've been seeing at the group level. To what I recently read in the papers, and the recent developments seem to be indicating that you've acquired Comely Media as well. If you can just take us through what the news developments are and what we've heard in that matter.
Sure. I mean, we started our digital marketing platform in 2008 after we sold off our first venture to WPP, which was the largest digital agency called Quasar. So when we started this journey by the brand Tyroo, the idea was that I think at some point of time, commerce will be very big in India. People have to transact online. It wasn't something which was familiar at that point of time. But in 2008-9, we thought about it. We started, India's first digital ad platform by the name of Tyroo. And since then, it's been a little long journey. But we've kind of acquired businesses, we've incubated businesses, and we are trying to create a large digital marketing platform that India should be proud of, and building the largest one in India and Southeast Asia.
So tell us as to how does the India business of Comely fit into your, your strategic model? What are your plans when we talk about that certain bit, and what the road forward looks like when we talk about the strategy?
Sure. So as a group, I mean, as SVG Media, which is our holding company of all the digital marketing platforms that we have acquired or built over this period of time, our idea is that we should be delivering about 100 million transactions to our advertisers by the year 2020. India at that point of time would be doing not less than anything less than half a billion transactions every year on internet. So if we have to deliver those 100 million transactions by year 2020 and be the third largest, continue to be the third largest digital marketing platform in India after Google and Facebook, social was a very important component. And with Comely, I think what we get is their expertise on social media. Delivering transactions through social media is an important component that we were missing. So we have video in name of 79. I mean, in under 79, we're one of the leading providers of mobile video and delivering transactions through that. In Tyroo, we are one of the largest ad networks where we're doing product listing ads and delivering transactions. In DGM, we are the largest affiliate network. With Comely, now we get the social. So if you look at it, and if you compare to any large digital marketing platform, whether it's Google, they have a video, they have search, they have ad network, and we are trying to build a similar mirror interface. Of course, nowhere we can't compare ourselves to Google. They're a consumer company, we are a B2B company. But I think with Comely coming in, the social layer also gets completed. And to our advertisers now, we are, from an India perspective, we are a fully dominant digital marketing group.
Manish, the other interesting bit out here is we keep tracking and we keep a close watch out on all the fundraising activity that goes on in the startup space as well. What are your plans? Are you looking to raise some kind of money? You're more of an established player already, but how are you looking at your funding requirements?
Yeah, so I think about $500 million has been raised so far in our industry per se. I mean, since 2008, between 2015, we have been the least funded so far, and I think the basis of how we build our business, we've been building our business on a profitable growth ethos and not just acquiring growth. So with that ethos, most of us we've been growing so far with our internal accruals, and I think we are not our story that we are building is that we want to take pride in listing ourselves in the Bombay Stock Exchange as the largest digital media network, and I think that's what we are gunning at.
So take us first to what you're spotting right now as well, because Manish, you're somebody who's been looking at not only the digital media space, but the entire industry for a few years now. You've been tracking, you made a couple of the investments here as well. What's your sense when we talk about what space to watch out for, what's buzzing right now, which are some of the newer trends that are actually emerging right now, and what does one need to watch out for when we talk about this entire gush of startups that have been being witnessed in India right now? Are there a couple of them that really stand out for you?
Sure. I think let me divide this question in two parts. I mean, what's happening? Why is the whole startup? So I think look at it. India will be give or take 2-3 years down the line. India will be sitting at about 400 to 500 million internet connected audience, and largely on mobile. Now there is, and in our lifetimes we haven't seen, and we will possibly not see such a large connected audience, and this startup is only building up. And if you look at the Google Play Store or the App Store on iOS, you will realize that there are very few Indian apps that amongst the top 100 apps, which and I think the Indian startups need to be there. It's such a large audience. This is disruption. They have a level playing field today, where an app play can possibly create, and one can reach out to such a large connected audience. Now, so that is where there is opportunity, and I think really from what are the opportunities that we are seeing, because we also invest, we do a lot of angel activity, a lot of investment and incubation activity. I think a lot of Indian pain points that need to be solved. There are a lot of Indian pain points that need to be solved. Whether and these are hyper local examples. Okay, whether you look at dating on mobile, or whether you look at content stories, or whether you look at any other opportunities. I mean, these are some opportunities. Look at pain points on logistics. I think these are some of the pain points that India needs to solve.